What's your weird sexual fetish? Talking about an album about cum. What's your weird sexual fetish?
My weird sexual fetish is people that are attracted to me and treat me nicely.
Okay. You have one song. I don't remember which one it is. I wish I had written it down, but you were saying that you don't understand that feet shit. So I guess you're not into feet then, huh? Welcome to the 38th episode of the Cassidon's Creation. I'm your host, Chris Deering. This is the show where I interview bands and public figures from the Mathcore and Mathcore adjacent communities. If you beautiful people in chat have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in. I'll try to read them aloud. If you'd like to sub, you get access to these exclusive emotes. There we go, and access to the interviews before they get on YouTube and streaming services. If you're watching this on YouTube or listening to this in your car, have no idea what I'm talking about, the show is first shown live at Twitch. Join us every Sunday and Wednesday at twitch.tv/thecassidon's creation for the live cast. Just a little warning, some of this might not be safe for work. If this is your first episode and you're checking out the cast, you've definitely stumbled across an odd one. With that out of the way, let me introduce our guest tonight who released his 7th album on February 14th, Come. Welcome in, VoidDweller. How's it going, man?
Yes, Come. It's going.
Hey, you're the one that named it, man.
Yeah, fair.
So, why VoidDweller? Why the name VoidDweller?
That's because I live in a fucking cultural desert. Where I grew up in like a shitty small town in the Midwest, just there's nothing. So,
whereabouts in the Midwest?
Ottumwa, Iowa, specifically.
I've never heard of that city before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I still live out here, so it's still pretty. I think even if I moved, it would still be relevant, but just bigger picture. But that's why, yeah.
People in chat are calling you a cum dweller. I think you prefer horny dweller right now, though. Is that correct?
I have no preference.
So when did you first start getting into making music?
That's a good question. Well, I've been doing it since I was little. I remember there was this computer program that you could get that was called MTV Music Generator that I'm still fucking with. I'm trying to write an album. It's it's a PC thing and it's also on PlayStation 1. So I started with that when I was really small. But as far as seriously stuff, I don't know, 16.
Okay. And was it always rap, or were you in metal bands?
Absolutely not. No. I started doing that way later. At first, it was just straight metal stuff, butt rock metal stuff. But at some point, I was I like that enough. I could probably do it. So I did.
Okay. I saw the Facebook page was made in 2014. Was that when you started?
That's a good question. I think because I put out a self-titled that's redacted, a self-titled, and then another mixtape after that I completely erased from the internet.
Wow.
That I think the heads might still have it. It just was the shit that I do now that's all noisy. I'm wow. It was much more I'm gonna make a nice album, and I was oh, it's good, but
oh, okay, it's too pretty. I got you.
Yeah, I was I would much rather do this other crazy shit. So there's that. I think that came out in I want to say 2016. I don't know why that Facebook page is so old. I think it used to be a meme page or something, and then I was shh.
Uncle Jiff in the chat says he's been to your area. It does suck. You went to a gas station, and that was the highlight.
Yeah.
Sounds
pretty
like
much,
a beautiful area.
Yeah. Everything is there's towns around here that are so small they don't have Walmarts.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Yeah, it's bad. They have
That's funny. A town's success is just rated on whether you have a Walmart or not. I like that. That's where we are in society now.
It's bad when that's the bar of you're wow, it's so small, it doesn't even have a fucking Walmart.
Let's go back to civilization. Where the Walmarts are. So I'm sure you're not the only like rapper that a lot of mathcore artists listen to, but you're a big person in our community. So like, how did you get involved with the community? How did you like, for instance, Mathcore Index played your music in between sets at Mathcore Index Fest. So like,
Yeah, that was weird.
how are you so like ingrained in the community?
Well, I used to be in a mathcore band that I won't name. That's a cult knowledge that I won't devalue by name dropping it here. But if you know, you know. So I was in that, and they got reposted by like Mathcore. I actually think our old guitarist asked. I didn't know. I just thought Mathcore Index was so like on the fucking bleeding edge that they just knew about every Mathcore release that happened. I was like, wow, that's cool. And my guitarist was like, no, I asked them to post us, and I was like, oh. But so I used to be in a Mathcore band that like broke up or whatever, and then I had started the like solo project before that. I started VoidDweller like while that was still going on. But then we broke up, and I was like, I'm just gonna do this now, I guess. So I just kept making shit that was kind of like that, and I was like, especially to like Christian, who's done way. Poor fucking Christian. Like after putting my shit on, like the fucking rap thing, there was so many like local rappers that were like, "Yo, when are you gonna review my shit?" Like,
That's why he keeps saying it. Okay, like on the podcast, he would always mention that he's getting like rappers asking him to like put out singles and stuff. That's
my
fucking
fault.
reason. Okay, I got it.
That's my fucking fault. Entirely my fault.
That's so good. That's so good.
I mean, that's why that in the fucking Facebook group. Odd Peter Griffin memes or whatever the fuck it is now.
So, what was the mathcore band you were in?
I just said I wasn't gonna name it. It's
on.
Gasoline Fight was what it used to be called.
Gasoline Fight. Okay. Oh, someone in the chat already put the name in. Okay, so there we go.
Yeah. See. Well, yeah. That's why I was like, okay, fine.
Okay. Did you not like? Do you think it was bad or something? Is that why you're not?
No, it's just like one of those things where if you mention it, everybody's gonna like go fucking listen to it. I don't think it's like it's okay, but it's just not like listen to something that wasn't made like fucking 6 years ago or whatever the fuck.
Your music has samples in it from at least one mathcore band. I don't know if you had samples from other ones thrown in there too, just chopped up really weird. But I think it was your Christmas EP. You've got a sample from As the Sun Sets in it. Is that correct?
I have no idea what that is, so no.
The band As the Sun Sets?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Huh, maybe I'm getting it mixed up with someone else.
What track?
I don't remember, man. So I listened to that EP while I was working out, and like I just heard that, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's from that band." I don't know. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up with someone else. Did you use samples from bands?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I definitely did. It was just funny that was the one that you were like, "Oh, this one." I was like, "No." There's like a whole 10-minute long song that the whole bit is that it samples like as I literally thought of as many fucking bands like that as I could, and then I tried to sample them all. So it's like a 10-minute. It's called Odd Metered Mathcore Memes Mini Mega Mix, which I think is just like O and then 6 M's if you look it up. It's somewhere, but that's like the sample I'm most proud of. That is the fucking Psyopus. I flipped the bit from Duct Tape Smile. It's like blue, 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 blue. I like put that in there. I was really proud of that. But yeah, no, I sample all sorts of shit.
That's sick, man.
Except for that thing that you mentioned, I never fucking sampled that.
God,
ever.
dude, I don't know who it is now. Now I gotta know. Maybe it was like number 12 looks like you or something. I don't know. It was like a really chill section of the song. I don't remember what it was though. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to let me know what it is later because I have no fucking idea. I did sample like this black metal, couple of black metal bands that are really good on that. I think, well, the old shit it's one of the old song samples, the intro from Enslaved by Frost, and then one of the new ones that I made on the newer half samples like this track by this band, Witch Inner Tomb, that's really good. Unless they sue me and then they fucking suck and I hate them.
See, I think it's good if someone sues you because then you're giving you publicity, man. That's why I'm okay with putting like movie samples and shit into my music because I'm like, fucking bring it on, dude. Let's do it.
Yeah,
fucking sue me, please.
Milk it for all the fucking metal sucks headlines that it's worth.
Yeah, exactly. So, do you actually play guitar on anything, or is it all samples from bands?
Yeah, no, I played guitar and bass on Come.
Okay.
On Fucks About Songing. That the entire bit of that is it's supposed to sound like a Big Black track. So, because I found the drum samples of the drum machine that they used on Big Black stuff, and I was like, oh, yep, gonna turn this into a whole fucking bit.
See, I don't know much at all about rap. You're like the only rapper I really listen to, man. I obviously hear some stuff on like the radio or whatever, but aside from that, so yeah, I have no fucking clue. I'm not really sure who Big Black is.
Oh, the Steve Albini. It's not rap at all. It's Steve Albini's little project. It's like weird drum machine. Like, no, okay, do you know the band Ministry?
Yeah.
It's like that, but like actually good.
Okay.
Like much more punk and I don't know.
So I went back through the last three full lengths you had and your Christmas EP. I gotta say, man, this one's really fucking good. This is a lot better than what you've been doing. Like, there's more grooviness to this one. Like, I found myself headbanging a lot more. Or what, I don't know what you would call it for fucking rap, but bobbing my head a lot more than the other ones. Okay, headbanging. Okay. So yeah, I just gotta say,
shit at fucking Travis Scott concerts now. I think you can headbang to whatever you want.
But yeah, every one of them is a fucking banger. I think I really like Fuck the Music and Horny on Main the most, though. It's just so good.
It's all
Horny
worth it
on
now.
Main, Horny on Main. It's so fucking good, man. So how do you write your songs? Is it the music or the lyrics first?
It's the music. Pretty much always I write the music and then I write the lyrics for whatever. I'll just do the whole instrumental. Like I'll write it in FL as I'm going. I think especially like a lot of band people when they're like, oh yeah, I got to demo this out. So they'll sit and like make the whole thing and then they have to go back and actually record it is weird to me because I make the recording like as I write it. Okay. But I do that and then I write the lyrics.
I actually do it the same exact way. Just like record it as I'm writing it out. People in chat are just saying what their favorite songs are. Comes About Songing is another good one. So, what is the title of the album with the fly on it? I just see like a bunch of like dots and shit. Like, how do you like say that album? Is it just like the fucking album with the fly on it, or?
I mean, yeah. Most of the time, most people call it fly, like the Fly album. I don't really. I kind of like it that it's open to interpretation. I usually call it. I think it's what is it? It's like medium shade Unicode character or something like that is the official. Like if you plug that character into Google, that's what it's called. But most people just call it like the album with the fucking fly on it.
Do some sites like have problems with it, like Spotify and shit like that?
No, I didn't try to put that one on Spotify because it's got the. I suppose I could put the tail end of it, but the beginning it has a bunch of samples on it, so I just don't. If anything has like an uncleared sample on it, I don't even bother. I actually tried putting Transmutations, which is up on Spotify now. I tried putting that on there, and this was back when I was using Route Note, and they were like, what's this speech sample in here? And it was literally a fucking text-to-speech, like, robot voice, and they're like, what's a speech sample? Dude,
really?
Yeah, crawl out of my fucking ass, please.
See, I never had any problems with any kind of samples and shit. That's crazy, dude, that they were like going on to you about that.
Well, who do you use? Do you use Route Note?
I use DistroKid.
That's what a lot of people use, DistroKid. I've been using Amuse, which is like a phone app because it's free.
A phone app?
Yeah. Look, I can't justify paying like what $40 or whatever to put my shit on Spotify.
I think it's cheaper than that, but yeah, I see what you're saying though, since it's free, you know.
Yeah, because I already don't like Spotify because of that fucking hassle that they had to put me through, and I don't like that like people will like stream your shit and be like, oh yeah, I'm streaming it. Like I get like what 0.01 of a cent. Like I would rather you steal it and then pay me on well, especially like all my shit on Bandcamp is like name your own price, so you could put in 0 and just download it for free.
Hell yeah, I mean, I actually really appreciate you having that stuff like out there for free. A lot of bands are trying to charge and they're like new.
Nah.
And you're here like this kind of semi-established artist, I would say, that's, you know,
thank you.
Giving their shit for free. Like, that's fucking sick, man. I don't mean that as like a diss or anything. Like, that's actually, you know.
No, well, because like it's a fucking, it's a file. Like if you have it streaming anywhere at all, like that you can listen to it, there's a way to rip it on the fucking computer. Like you just open up Audacity and do all the bullshit and then make a recording of wherever it's streaming. Like even on Bandcamp, just do it that way. So if it's up for streaming on the internet anywhere, then you might as well just make it free. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Well, there are websites even that will rip the MP3 file from Bandcamp. Like you don't even need to do like weird recording shit. Like you just easily just take whatever, man.
So what the fuck is the point in being like, yeah, give me $7 for a digital download? Like that's stupid.
Exactly.
All that's ever done is make me not download people's shit.
Right. So the Fly album, you say on there that half of it was recorded on a freaking PSP.
Yeah.
How the hell do you do that?
So it was the instrumentals were made on a PSP, and then I recorded the vocals like a normal fucking human being. But it was made on this thing Beaterator for PSP, which was another one of the things I used to use when I was like a little kid, like making like shitty whatever on it. But so I made it all on that, and then I think it actually has like an export thing, so you can export it to a wave, and then you can take that file and then like do whatever with it. So I did it that way, and then I just mixed the vocals in like later.
Okay. But is there like any? I'm sure it's really fucking difficult to make like good music coming out of that, right?
I mean, like probably not as bad as you would think. It was Beaterator was made. The real issue with it is that it was made in like 2012 with Timbaland, so everything sounds like a fucking Justin Timberlake B-side from them. All the sounds are like kind of weird. But it has a distortion on it, so like that's really all I need. Yeah.
And do you run it through any other distortion after doing that, or? No,
once it was done, like on the PSP, I was just like, just done. I mean, like as far as like the vocal mixing and shit, like that. Yeah, I mean, like that's processed, but the instrumental, once it was done on the PSP, I didn't really do anything to it.
That's fucking sick, dude. That you could do that type of shit with a PSP. That's crazy. Is there a plugin that like saves your life? That's like your favorite go-to plugin for recording and stuff?
I mean, I think everything that I've done since I've gotten an actual fucking computer, I've used like this sample reducer thing, which is just like a bit crush, but I think I've used that on literally every project. So
what was the name of that?
It's just called sample reducer.
Okay.
It doesn't have like a fancy name. I'm sure if you just go to VST for free.
Oh, this is a free VST. That's dope, dude.
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket's asking, when is the album made on original Game Boy coming?
That already happened.
Is that like a real thing? You did that?
I did a collab with my roommate who does chiptune under it's called Kill Screen. So it's like weird LSDJ shit. That's out there, so it's done.
That's awesome, man. Are there, what was his name? Matt Jerkhole asking, are there any other odd hardware or software you're planning to use for future music?
Oh yeah, I'm working on. I feel kind of weird discussing like talking about shit before it's done, especially because it's taken me like forever. But I've already talked about it, so I'll talk about it. I'm trying to make an album on a PlayStation 2 like right now with all the like weird, because there's like a bunch of different music production games for it, so I'm trying to do that, but it's become like a weirdly psychologically intense process. So
I've seen weird modded machines like that, like where you're like, I guess accessing the sound banks or something on it. I'm not sure how you do it, but you're using soft.
This is just like it's just like a MTV Music Generator, like I said, that came out for PS1. They made MTV Music Generator 2 and 3, and then there's like a couple other ones. There's MTV Music Generator came with like a dongle that you plug into the USB port on the PS2 that lets you run audio in so that you can sample from it. But even the PlayStation 1, you could sample from like a disc. You like swap the game disc out with like a CD, and then you can sample from that, which is fucked up.
That's crazy.
So I've been trying to do that. I made another album on a phone, like entirely on a phone.
How do you even do that?
FL Mobile.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
That one is that one I actually made like completely on the phone, not like the PSP thing where I like mixed the vocals in or whatever. Like I recorded the vocals using the mic on the phone, and then like a pair of like Skull Candy earbuds or whatever.
Dude, I bet the vocals sound fucking sick though, because that like breaks up whenever you're like yelling into a phone and shit. So I'm sure it's great.
Yeah, it sounds way better than it has any right to sound being on a fucking phone.
So is this all shit that you just have like stored in like the vault somewhere and eventually it'll come out?
I mean, the phone thing is out, but the PlayStation 2 thing, I started working on that. Like, I've had the idea for a long time, and I started working on it like at least a year ago, maybe 2 years. I want to say 1 year, so probably a year ago. But it's turned into like a weirdly, like psychologically taxing thing. That instead of just like being a normal thing and being like, yeah, I'm just going to write some jams or whatever, it's turned into like a big giant concept thing. For some reason, I can't just write a normal fucking record.
What's the one with that's on the phone called?
Derealization.
Oh, really? You did all that on a fucking phone?
Yeah, that's all on FL Mobile. On the like
crazy.
the YouTube video, it shows like all the FL Mobile like project files and shit.
Holy shit, man, that's insane. That's wild. So let's talk about your newest one, Come. So why did you write an album all about coming in odd ways, man?
The whole bit with that album was me and my friend that runs Washing Machine Tapes. We're just talking about like dumb merch ideas, and one of them was like a condom. You know, like, oh, you can get custom condoms. And I was like, I don't want to fucking charge for condoms though. Like, that's like some fucking cop shit. Everywhere that I've ever been to that has condoms is just like a bowl full of free ones. So I'm like, I don't want to fucking charge for one. And then I was like, wait, I could just put a fucking QR code on it and link that to like a folder, and then that's the album. The album is the condom.
That's such a good idea, man. When I saw you posting about that, I was like, oh my god, it's so good. How has nobody done that before? Or have people done that before?
I have no idea. If they have, I don't know about it. I kind of doubt that I'm like the first person to do that, but...
Right, so, when I heard it, I was like, this is fucking genius, but like I said, I never seen anyone else doing it.
Yeah, so we came up with like we're gonna do an album on a condom, and I was like, well, okay, well, I gotta write all the songs about like fucking. Like, there's no like if there was ever, that's not a thing I normally write about, but I was like, I can't. What the fuck am I gonna write a song about like being sad on a condom? Like, that's stupid. I mean, there's songs about being sad on it because of whatever, but like I had to make. They had like if there was ever gonna be an album that was all songs about sex, it had to be the one that came out on a condom.
Right. Just to let people know what they're in for, this is the lyrics for Ready to Come.
Bridgeport sample removed.
Yes.
That's I know you don't listen to rap, so that's a Notorious B.I.G. reference. I don't know if you ever heard of the fucking album Ready to Die. There's the title track on it is Ready to Die, parentheses Bridgeport sample removed.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so that's fine. If anybody doesn't know that.
But the pre-cum that's really post-nut, ready to sling cum steps since I woke up. I've got techniques leaking out my dick, sleep upside down so I catch every drip. Nocturnal emissions at large volumes, use it for power till I'm down to running off fumes. Primed up in attack position, ready to strike, compress the spring till it's scrunched up tight. Leave it scrunched, build up speed for 12 hours, several universes worth of raw power. Gonads about to reach criticality, demon core of pansexuality. Process started, can't be stopped, fuse fully lit, the cork's about to pop. Fucking amazing. So yeah, tell me, what is the meaning behind this song?
The line about I got techniques leaking out my dick, that's also a Notorious B.I.G. The original line is I got techniques dripping out my butt cheeks, sleep upside down so they don't fuck up my sheets. Like, that's the original Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, no, it's like great. Diarrhea or some shit. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's just every rapper has to have a poop bar. I don't know what it is. For some reason, everybody has to bring up poop. I see Matt Jerkhole in the comments. I still gotta ship the condom to fucking Germany. That's a thing that I never thought I would ever have to do. ship a condom internationally to Germany. The fucking shipping on that is like, I was like, oh yeah, it's a little condom. What's it going to be, like $5? I went there and it was like $16
Jesus
for a
Christ,
fucking.
dude.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh
So I like
my
had to
God.
hit a bunch of people up because I had like, I don't know, 5 or 6 international orders. So I had to be like, oh, I need $10 more for shipping because I'm an idiot. but
Jesus
but
Christ.
those, I don't know, a lot of the lyrics on that record are just like shit that's supposed to sound cool or goofy or whatever. The only other thing that I can think to mention is the build up speed for 12 hours is a reference to this. It's an explanation of a Mario speed run that is like a half A press speed run. So they have to explain what a half A press is. And there's a part, it's like you push the button down and then you don't let go. I don't know, whatever. There's a part in the speed run where he builds up speed for 12 hours. And then there's like another part where he's like, but first we have to talk about parallel universes. Because for some reason, if the game thinks Mario's coordinates are like way off of the map, it's like something to do with parallel universe. It's too complex for me to break down.
Dude, that's nerdy as fuck. Holy crap.
It's ridiculous. It's like the thing that I can't even explain it. You have to go watch the fucking video. It's ridiculous. I'm sure you just look up fucking half A press, it'll come up.
So you're into like video games and shit?
I mean, relatively.
Okay. You more like watch people play, you don't really play yourself?
I mean, no, I definitely don't like watch people play that much. I always thought that was kind of strange. Like, I get it to an extent, but I would much rather play it. Unless it's some shit that's like, I haven't owned a console newer than like an Xbox 360 ever.
Yeah.
So although I did play the Tony Hawk remake that just happened because a friend of mine let me their Xbox One, and I went and rented it like it was fucking 10 years ago. I haven't rented a game.
I didn't know
forever.
you could rent a game anymore. I didn't think that you existed. That's crazy.
Rolled up to the fucking Family Video that sells CBD and was like, let me get Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Thank you, Seth. Shout out, Seth.
I remember going to my friend's house back in the day playing Tony Hawk's, just like mashing buttons, hoping something cool would happen because I had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah, Tony Hawk is my favorite fighting game.
So,
I mean, the visualizer for come on YouTube is Tony Hawk.
It is.
8. Yeah.
I was gonna bring that up. Like, why do you put your music to like the gaming videos?
Because I wanted something that was like visually interesting, but not like really busy. And also, I'm lazy, and it's very easy to just record like Tony Hawk footage.
Why don't you just do like a music video or something? I was surprised that there wasn't any music videos for anything actually.
A lot of it is like filming shit is kind of weird. Like, I have one music video for a single that I put out a couple of years ago, but most of the time I just like don't really have that many good like music video ideas that I can do like by myself. Or
well,
like,
I mean, like what you got right here, like nice filter. You just like fucking scream and show it at different angles and shit. Like, that's a fucking video.
I'm just not. Another thing too is like I just finally got a computer that's like not a giant fucking pile of shit. Like,
okay.
The couple of computers I've had before this have been just abysmal. So I'm finally now like, if I wanted to do a music video, I could, but most of the time it's like, it's so much fucking work, and I don't ever have very many good ideas. So it'd just be like slamming some shit together. It's like, if I wanted to do something, I want to like have like a good idea.
Okay.
As opposed to
just, like, you just like fucking scream, dude. That's what people do. Like, you know, performance videos or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, that's what people do, but that doesn't mean I want to do it.
You want to go bigger? I got you. You got ambitions. I got you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not really. Like, as far as like music videos and shit, I just don't ever fucking. I don't have the last good idea I had was for the one that happened where it was like a riff on the Andy Warhol eating a hamburger video. I don't know if you've seen that.
I didn't see it. Nah.
It's literally if he just eats a fucking hamburger.
Oh no, I meant like the one that you did. That's
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, it's that, but instead of that, it's a raw steak. So I was like, oh, this will be like gross or whatever. But so I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. But other than that, I just haven't had any besides like the DVD logo visualizer thing that I had somebody make. Other than that, I just haven't like.
Was the steak disgusting or no?
It not really. No, surprisingly, it just tastes like a normal steak, but not cooked.
Yeah. Matt Jerkhole says, when I first listened to the Fly album and heard the track that ends with the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater timer and high score sound effects, I knew VoidDweller was a real one.
Thank you. I was going to bring that up too, but I forgot.
Okay. I was just reading through chat. I'm sorry, trying to get caught up on what they're saying. So
it's all good.
The album cover you have on Bandcamp, that's just a picture of the actual condom, right? With like tape over it and shit. Took me a second to realize you had tape over it to stop the QR code.
Yeah, so you can't scan it and get the. I thought about just like putting the QR thing out on there, and then I was like, I had the idea to put the tape over or whatever. I think it looks way cooler that way. So.
When are we finally going to address the... Oh, sorry, this is from Matt Jarkle again. When are we finally going to address the huge controversy that the cum shot picture on the Bandcamp page isn't actually VD's seed?
Why the fuck would I scan? I thought about doing that, but I would have to get out my scanner. I would have to come on something, and then like it's just logistically it's a nightmare. It's easier to just look up a transparent PNG of it.
Well, I don't think it would like look like it either. It just looked like something got a little wet, but like yeah.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't look as good. So. Controversy.
So, how'd you get involved with washing machine tapes?
That's just my friend Mark. My friend Mark runs it. I've known for like a minute. So.
Okay, so he approached you then about doing a thing, or y'all were just talking and came up with?
Yeah, we were just bullshitting about the ideas, and then it was like I don't know $100 or whatever to do it. So we were just like, oh, just split the cost, and then it's like pretty easy to. It's only like $50.
Holly in the chat's asking, is this the first Trevor face reveal?
No, there's pictures of me on Facebook, but it's just not like I don't post pictures of myself really. They're all like live photos and shit, which is like fine. Like I'm not trying to be like anonymous or whatever. It's just like kind of uninteresting. I think like all the like promo shots, like you've always see the fucking metal band promo shots where all standing around looking tough, like with their arms crossed. It's just boring.
Yeah, I thought that before we were actually talking about it, how I thought that you might not even want to do this interview because you were trying to like keep your name out of the like public or whatever. And then I saw that you had like a Facebook and shit. And so yeah, here we are. I didn't think that you'd be as open to doing stuff like this.
No, yeah, I once I figured out the like filter stuff, I was like, all right, let's fucking go.
So when you do a show, do you like wear a mask or some shit?
No, because that's the thing. That's the live photos of me are just me. Like it's not. I'm not trying to like. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. I think more people post pictures of themselves or whatever, selfies or whatever.
Well, then you've got like this filter on you right now. Like if you're not trying to like hide your face or whatever, while you have the filter on.
Because it looks cool.
It does look pretty fucking cool. It does look pretty fucking cool.
It's just more interesting than just my like normal ass face. So.
Real Death IRL is asking, VoidDweller, what's your favorite band in the whole wide world?
Why do I have to pick just one?
Dude, pick a few. Go for it.
I mean, I could just name drop people that I was like trying to think of a list of people to name drop. So I'm just going to do that instead of answering your question because I don't fucking feel like answering it. Okay, so just people to go listen to. Thought Crime, that's way more bigger than I am. THOT Crime, go listen to fucking Backwash, BACKX Wash. Fucking DJ Roswell just put out an album called What Happens After the Death is Recorded. Go listen to that. Bandcamp just did an article about Cyber Grind.
They did. That's fucking crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I woke up and I was like, oh fuck, Thought Crime's mentioned in that. There's a bunch of people that are mentioned in that. Go listen to everybody on that because they're all pretty good. I think that was it. I think that was my whole list. But yeah, I woke up to that and I was like, oh fuck.
Uncle Jeff, who I'm pretty sure is Jeff is asking what do you think of Jeff?
Jeff Lazars.
Is that how you say it? Jeff
Yeah.
Lasars. I kind of thought that was it, but I wasn't completely sure. Dude, now we know.
Mars.
We know, Jeff. It's you're. We figured out your secret.
Yeah, no, I met Jeff one time. Jeff's cool.
Yeah, he seems like a fucking sick dude.
In Missouri.
So, what the hell is Cuck Dirt about, man?
Oh yes, I figured it would come up. I don't know what isn't Cuck Dirt about.
Is it just supposed to be VoidDweller, but way more intense? Is that like the main idea?
It was a thing that like me and my friend did like as a bit. My friend, the silent partner in Cuck Dirt, who like for probably pretty obvious reasons doesn't want like their name to be associated. Like they don't want them to fucking type in their name and then have Cuck Dirt come up because they have more like fucking dreams and aspirations than I do. I guess I don't mind being associated with it, but like they just had drum tracks that were like distorted that they were gonna put out like as a split or something that they asked me to do vocals for. So I did that, and originally it was like more serious. It didn't start off as like a funny like bit project. Like there's demo 2017 is like, I don't know, 3 minutes of songs, and none of them are really like that funny, except there's a fucking song about shoe nice. That's what made Cuck Dirt like, and I was like, oh, I'll just make them all funny, whatever, it'll just be a fucking joke thing. And then Joe from Uninvited Tapes Records, I don't know, fucking Uninvited, whatever, asked to put out a tape of it, but was like, yo, can you do 5 minutes? And we're like, yeah, I guess, whatever. It's not that fucking hard to make to begin with. So we did that, and then afterwards we just thought it was funny, so we kept doing it.
Yeah, that's legit, man. It is pretty intense shit, man.
I still have Cuck Dirt tapes. I just made a Cuck Dirt Bandcamp. Go to fucking cuckdirt.bandcamp.com and buy my stupid fucking tapes.
Oh shit, man. I just saw the stuff that you had on YouTube. I didn't know you had this all professional shit.
Just made a Cuck Dirt Bandcamp. Well, because I had the tapes on the VoidDweller Bandcamp, but nobody was going to fucking VoidDweller Bandcamp looking for Cuck Dirt tapes.
That's true. That's true.
Cuck Dirt Bandcamp.
So you play some shows, right? Obviously, you said that you did shit live. Obviously, what's the best show you've ever done? Oh, used to. You don't anymore? Is it because of the lockdown, or is it just you just don't want to do live shows? No,
it's because of the lockdown. It's also like, okay, so like before that, it was kind of rough, and I was kind of being selective with where I played because the problem with my shit live is that I don't have, like with the band, you have drums and you have stage volume and whatever. With me, the only actual sound is just me fucking screaming. So I have to have like a PA that can be as loud as the full band. So I was being kind of like selective about that.
Well, don't you just run that through like the house speakers and shit?
Yeah, but a lot of the places I'm playing are not. They don't have a fucking PA that's as loud as. It's just for vocals. You know what I mean? They're like places where bands play that the only reason they would ever need the PA is for fucking vocals.
Okay, I got you. You're playing like in shacks and shit like that, huh?
Yeah, or like a lot of fucking house shows where you can't roll up to somebody's house and expect them to have like fucking $2,000.
Like, dude, where's your PA, man? Come on.
Yeah.
So, what would be your best show that you played?
As VoidDweller? Man, I don't know.
As anything, man.
The shows I did as Gas Fight have been more like crazier, I guess. With Gas Fight and crazier, but like I think the best VoidDweller show I ever did was probably the last one, like last February. So like a year ago, I played with Traffic Death, Dryad, and Plaque Blade. I have a fucking poster on my wall. I had to look at it. It was with fucking Plaque Blade, who is like a super gay, like EBM industrial shit that was really fucking cool, that I'm glad I got put on that show, because a lot of the shows that I play with this shit it's just like shit that happens that I'm also playing, because there's no fucking bill that's like 3 other projects that I fit with, you know what I mean? Like, especially around here.
Well, aren't there other musicians similar to your style? I'm sure there are.
Yeah, there are, but they don't ever fucking come through here. It's the thing.
Okay, yeah, because again, you live out in the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah, well, Iowa, so yeah. A lot of the people that have like made sense for me to play with, either like I haven't played enough shows already, so the people that book the shows know who I am, or the acts will tour in a circle around us. They'll hit like Chicago, Minneapolis, and then they'll go over, maybe hit Omaha, and then they'll go down. Like they don't go through Iowa. Which like I get it, whatever. But
have you ever like gone on tour before?
I've not like an extensive tour. I did like a 3-day one with my friend who has a noise project in 2018. I got a poster for that too on the wall I had to look at. So we did like a weekend tour there, and then I did another tour with my roommate that was like a week or so. I'm trying to fucking tour though. Once this shit all clears up, I'm gonna figure out how to get my own fucking PA so that I don't have to like super duper worry about sound systems or whatever. And then I gotta get a new car because my car is kind of fucked up. But then I'm gonna start going for it.
Hell yeah, man! I mean, your shit's like professional sounding. It doesn't sound like you did it on a fucking PSP or whatever. Like,
yeah, on a phone.
You should be like going out there, man. What was the worst show you ever played?
I don't even think I answered I did answer the question to begin with. I was going to mention a couple of the gas fight shows. Whatever, those are bad shows, maybe.
Oh, dude, fucking mention them. Go for it. We got time.
There's one that we did that's online. That's Gas Fight Live at the Wedge that somebody did film back when I had hair, which is weird to look at. There was like an old dude that frequents the bar named Carl that like people were moshing, and they picked up Carl and spun him around and then like put him back down. That one was cool. There was another show that I had the owner of the venue.
Is there video of Carl up in the air spinning around?
Yeah, there's a video of that. If you look up Gasoline Fight Live at the Wedge, like it comes up. I think it might be a little bit. You get a lot of fucking Zoolander clips, but eventually you'll find it. There was another gas fight show where the owner of the venue tried to fight me because he thought I was like breaking the house mics or whatever. So because I always bring my own fucking mic, so I'm not gonna break someone else's shit.
You get a little crazy with the mics then?
Yeah, I used to. Not so much anymore. Buying new mics kind of sucks. I used to like whip mics into the ground. Like I used to try to break them. I don't know, because it was cool or whatever. And now I'm like, yeah, I don't want to pay it. I don't want to buy a bunch of mics though. So the owner of the venue thought I was fucking up his mics. So I like handed him my mic.
You were. Like, let's be honest.
I was. Yeah, I mean, like I get why he thought that, but I was fucking up my mics because I bring my own mic.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no, I always bring my. Man, you don't know whose fucking mouth has been on that shit.
That is true.
Nasty, not brushing their
some
teeth.
Funky mics in my day.
Oh yeah, exactly. So I always just bring my shit. So I was whipping that into the ground. So I handed him my mic, and eventually he figured out that it wasn't his. But that's probably the craziest one. I had somebody try to swing on me one time. That was cool. That dude sucked. Fuck that guy.
Matt Jerkle again asking, do you listen to any straight harsh noise or danger music, e.g. Hannah Tarash, Torturing Noise, or Merzbow?
Torturing. I've never heard of Torturing Nurse. I've heard of Nurse with Bloom.
Oh, Nurse, not Noise. Okay, yeah.
No, it's all good. You also say fucking Hunter's name wrong all the time.
Me?
It's full Meta Jacket.
Oh, I thought that they just meant to say metal and they fucking...
Oh, it's a reference to the fucking... It's a reference to the Car Bomb album, Meta.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Hunter's going off in the chat. That's funny. Yeah, no. What the fuck was it? Oh, noise music. Yeah, sometimes. It depends. A lot of shit. Most of the noise and shit that I listen to is like the homies. It's not really like big shit. Like, I mean, I listen to fucking Pulse Demon or whatever. Like, I've listened to a little bit of the fucking gigantic goddamn Merzbow discography. I can't, there's not like a whole lot of noise people that I'm super up on. Boar is really good. Boar's local. Good fucking luck finding this shit. Oh, they just put out a thing on, I think it was last year. They put out a thing on Flag Day tapes called Carbon Trauma that I think you could probably find that if you looked it up. I did a remix of it too. It's on my YouTube channel, so you can. I'm pretty sure I linked it in the comments there.
How do you spell boar?
BOAR, like a pig.
Okay. I am writing it down. I'm not a big noise person. I have no idea what's going on in the genre. Just like rap, really. I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I mean, I don't consider myself like super on the fucking bleeding edge of anything other than my own shit that I have going on. But Boar's really good. They're local. I'm trying to think of other shit that I've listened to. I don't know that I can. I don't know why more people don't sample noise though. As far as like people that do sampling, I think sampling in general is just kind of like a thing people stopped doing because they didn't want to get dinged for fucking copyright or whatever. But I don't understand why more people don't sample noise because there's so much like cool shit in it, especially because a lot of it is just one thing. There's no other shit going on. You know what I mean? It's just like one sound source. So it's just a thing that I've done. I'm like, I don't understand why people don't do that more. But I mean, whatever. I'll fucking do it. I don't care.
So, are you like your influences for VoidDweller? Is it more like just rap music, and you happen to include the noise stuff, or how does that work?
The way that started was like, I don't know. I've been rapping for a minute. When I first started rapping, it was like as a fucking joke. Like we did like a whole joke thing that was like I'm super not proud of anymore. I don't want to say it sucks, but I definitely wouldn't fucking do it again. But it was because I just listened to a bunch of Death Grips. Really like Death Grips a lot. Okay. So I think I'm like one of the three. Like I shouldn't say one of the three, but I'm one of the few people that do like noisy rap shit that doesn't super hate it when people are like, "Oh, you sound like Death Grips." I mean, it gets a little old, but like I get it because I like Death Grips. So I mean, that's where it came from. A lot of fucking new metal. I listened to a lot of new metal when I was like little.
Dude, I think everybody did, man. Slipknot was my jam back in the day.
Oh yeah, everybody in Iowa has a fucking Slipknot story. So.
Matt Jerkel says every noise rapper is either inspired by Death Grips in some way or absolutely hates them.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm glad that like a lot of the issue with Death Grips is just the Death Grips fans. Other than that, it's fine. Like, you know what I mean? Death Grips themselves, they're not fucking doing anything. But the Anthony Fantano internet Death Grips crap is just Oh, Jeff wants to know what my Slipknot story is. All right, I got one. My Slipknot story is my dad. Okay, Corey Taylor had a solo project called Junk Beer Kidnap Band. And
what? Okay.
Yeah, Corey Taylor and the Junk Beer Kidnap Band. You can look it up. It's on Wikipedia. And the drummer of that band, his name was, I don't think they're a thing anymore, but the drummer was called... wasn't called anything. His name was Ryan Barrier, and that was my dad's friend. And Ryan asked my dad to do to drum tech for him when they played. So he was like doing all his like drum hardware and crap. So my dad like hung out at Corey Taylor's house and like got to go see Corey Taylor and the Junk Beer Kidnap Band like play to like a giant crowd.
Oh wow! Is this like way back in the day or?
Oh yeah, it's old as shit. Forever ago.
Like before Slipknot was a thing, or?
Oh no! After.
Okay.
Forever ago, recently. I think it was like I don't know what 2030. I don't know, somewhere between like 2011 and 2015, maybe a little bit later.
Jeff saying that you're 2 degrees of separation from Slipknot.
Yeah.
Do you know Corey Taylor at all? Have you talked to him?
No. Fuck no. Yeah, my uncle's actually in Slipknot, actually. Yeah. And they let me listen to all the new songs before they come out.
Dude's sick, man.
2008, 2009. Okay, maybe it was older than I thought. JBKB, that's what everybody called it.
JBKB. So what's the weirdest place you've ever played?
I haven't really played that many weird places. I know I listened to the other couple of fucking podcasts and everybody's like, oh yeah, he's ice cream shop or whatever. I haven't done that much crazy shit. Like, I can't think of anywhere that isn't just like a fucking bar or somebody's house or like a basement or something.
Full Meta Jacket said that you once played a show inside a condom.
Yeah. I wore a condom the whole show. I wasn't hard. I was just flaccid the whole show wearing a condom.
I think they mean like inside of a condom, like you blow it up and you get on in there.
Oh yeah, sure.
So
Played a show on a grate while they were doing surgery on it, same time.
So what was the last album you listened to?
So earlier today, I was listening to this fucking Estonian choir. It's like Estonian Baltic Voices or some shit. Because I heard it on NPR. Because I like to listen to NPR and get pissed off. No, it wasn't NPR. It was like the classical channel or whatever. So I listened to that because I thought it had like a sample in it, and I think it had one, but it wasn't whatever I thought it was. So that was the last album I listened to, unfortunately.
So it's like a choir singing?
Yeah, it's like just straight choral pieces. There's also like some like sax and like some other weird shit. They do a lot of weird stuff. The record had a lot of weird like breathing. So I don't know, it's a fucked up record. Yeah, it was bizarre. But I heard it on the radio and I was like, wow, this sounds like it would be a really good sample. And then so I like downloaded it and put it away for forever. And I was like, oh, I should check that out today because I like made a little shortcut on my desktop about it. And I was like, oh, I'll check that out today. I didn't find whatever I thought I was gonna find.
I mean, hey, if that's the stuff that you like, man, I'm not here to like kink shame or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's I'm just all day and night bumping Estonian fucking choir.
So what was your album of the year for last year or this year, whatever year?
Okay, so I mentioned DJ Roswell earlier. My album of the year last year, even though I'm on it, was probably Loss Prevention Reloaded by KFC Murder Chicks. I've had a couple people be like, "Oh, you have the best song on the album," but I think you could take my song completely off and it'd still be a really, really good record. I just like KFC Murder Chicks a lot.
I've never heard of KFC Murder Chicks.
Oh, there was this whole big ass thing where, I hate to even bring it up, but I'm gonna. DJ Roswell forever ago started this ARG, which is like an alternate reality game. I don't know if you know what that is.
Okay, like VR or?
No. It's like a thing where Nine Inch Nails did one for one of their albums. They put
augmented reality?
Alternate reality game.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's like a weird, I don't know, it's a whole fucking thing. So they started this. It's basically just a fucking really convoluted like marketing campaign. A lot of music people use them. I think there's some for like some movies and shit, like whatever. But so they started that and it turned into like this big fucking creepypasta thing. That there was like, oh, who's KFC Murder Chicks or whatever, and then like some YouTubers have made a couple of videos about it last year where they name drop like DJ Roswell and they didn't even contact him or anything, which I thought was like kind of fucked up. So now it just says officially like side project of DJ Roswell on their Bandcamp, but they're really good. My point saying all that is don't get bogged down in all that bullshit and just listen to the fucking music.
So this is like a big project then that you were involved with?
I mean, to me it is. To me, DJ Roswell's like one of the best, probably underground-ish producers. He made None of This Is Real, which is like a pretty fucking big album. At least it's big to me. I have a hard time gauging like how shit is outside of the internet bubble. But I don't know. It was an honor to work with him. I'd love to do it again. So. Oh yeah, he wrote the Navy SEALs copy pasta. I forgot about that. You ever seen that?
No.
What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated at the top of my class in the Navy SEAls and I have over 300 confirmed kills.
Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that thing. He wrote that.
That's hilarious, man. Holy shit. So what's your weird sexual fetish? Talking about an album about cum. What's your weird sexual fetish?
My weird sexual fetish is people that are attracted to me and treat me nicely.
Okay. You have one song. I don't remember which one it is. I wish I had written it down, but you were saying that you don't understand that feet shit. So I guess you're not into feet then, huh?
Yeah, that's the fucking first track samples. I'm gonna fuck the name up. It's the Shame Cup by the Harsh Truths podcast. I hope that's the fucking name. It's either Harsh Truths or Harsh Times. Pretty sure it's Harsh Truths because I'm a fucking poser and don't actually listen to it besides that episode. But the whole feet shit is, the Rita is like a noise guy, and a lot of his releases have feet on the cover of it because he has a fucking foot fetish. So it's just like kind of a fucking meme.
That's fucking great though. So you like the feet then? You like the feet?
No, I don't like the fucking feet.
Okay. I'm not a big fan of the feet either, man. So we're on the same page with the feet.
Feet shit and the fucking armpit shit. I don't understand the armpit fetish either.
That sounds dude. Talking about weird fucking fetishes, man. Brazilian fart porn's a fucking thing, dude. Have you ever like seen that shit?
Yeah,
one of my friends was showing me a while back. Like, what the fuck is that, dude?
I am unfortunately very on the internet, so yeah, I've heard of fucking Brazilian fart porn. You ever watch cake farts?
No, what the fuck's a cake fart? Like farting on a cake?
Yeah, it's a girl that like farts on a cake.
It's so weird, man. Dude, I was watching Tosh.0, like things where he does like celebrity profiles and shit like that. One of them was a chick that just goes around burping on shit. It's like a fetish, I guess. I don't fucking understand it, man.
I love the one that he did for Brian Silva, who did gay porn. That they like bring up that Brian Silva did gay porn. Just really funny to me. He was like trying to be like super hard and like gangster and shit, and then they were like, "Yo, didn't you do gay porn one time?" And he was like, "Yeah."
That's fucking great.
It's like whatever. Cake farts. That's funny. I did not think I would be bringing up fucking cake farts today, but yeah.
Holly says that she's deep throating a kraut dog, so at least we're not that fucking weird. At least. Speaking of kraut dogs, how do you dress your hot dogs?
Man, who the fuck is out here eating hot dogs? This is 2020 or 2021. Who the fuck is eating hot dogs in either 2021 or 2020? Like,
hey man, people gotta eat.
I can't do hot dogs anymore because I ate a bunch of them like a year ago when I was like really broke. I was just eat fucking eggs and hot dogs all the time. Like I'll still fuck with like a bratwurst or something, but I can't do just like a normal fucking hot dog. I don't know.
I'm kind of the same way, man. I like the bratwurst, man. Those fucking beer ones. Oh my god.
Yeah, I would much rather do one of those than a normal fucking hot dog.
Well, what do you put on those?
Like usually just mustard.
Okay.
I don't have time to do all the other fucking shit.
Matt Jerkle says American hot dogs are fucking vile. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if they're that bad, but
oh yeah, go eat your fucking Braunschweiger, Matt.
So that's about all I had. Oh, what's that?
No, I was gonna say I actually have no idea if they eat fucking Braunschweiger in Germany.
I have no idea what the fuck a Braunschweiger is.
I think it's some sort of sausage. No, Wiener Schnitzel's like a pastry. Braunschweiger's like some sort of sausage. I don't know.
I bet Matt likes some sausages. How much influence did Square Pusher have on you, Mr. Dr. Dweller?
Mr. Dr. Dweller, man. I don't really listen to Square Pusher that much. Like a lot of the weird like digital hardcore shit that I listened to was like Atari Teenage Riot or Bomb 20, like off the shit from Digital Hardcore Records. Wiener Schnitzel isn't a pastry. I think it. Yeah, no,
I was gonna let it go, but now chat's bringing it up, so here we are.
Is a schnitzel not a fucking pastry? Is that not like a fucking German?
It's just like the fucking sausage, man.
Oh, what the fuck am I thinking of? I thought a schnitzel was just like a German churro.
No, it's a sausage. Now that you say it, though, there's like bratwurst and Wiener Schnitzel, and I'm not sure what the difference is between them. Now that we're talking about this.
Clearly, I don't know what the fuck it is. But no, I don't really listen to that much Square Push.
Schnitzel is a deep-fried piece of meat, apparently.
Okay, well, do they fucking bread it then?
These are the hard questions that we need answered.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it's
breaded. Okay, there we go. That's what my fucking thing is. Fuck.
Well, it's about all I had, unless you had something else that you needed to bring up.
I mean, I don't need to bring up anything.
I wanted to bring up. How about that?
Jamar Cost Void asked me what my favorite DAW or plugin is. I know I said sample reducer earlier. I'll give like another one. I use Lo-Fizer. Lo-Fizer is a really good like vocal like preamp thing, and I just do everything in FL Studio. I've been using FL Studio since I was like fucking.
Is it a cracked
16.
version of FL Studio?
For legal reasons, no comment.
No comment. Alrighty, I appreciate that, man. You know, I started out on FL Studio too. I did like metal projects and shit on it, and it's so much better working with Reaper. Oh my god.
See, I tried Reaper. I have a friend that uses Reaper that I was like, oh, I'll just learn that, and then we can just fucking bounce. Like we were gonna do a collab album that didn't quite end up panning out, and I was like, oh, I'll just learn Reaper, and we could just bounce project files back and forth. I don't like Reaper. Like the way I'm just so used to FL Studio. I try to make Reaper like FL Studio, but I just couldn't quite get it to fucking like feel the same.
Well,
I don't know.
like,
I know Reaper's super customizable, but
for like beats and shit like that, I think FL Studio is probably better. It seemed like it was easier to make beats and stuff. But Reaper, I don't know. I don't know. It's just like nice. It fits like a glove. I don't know how to explain it. It's great.
No, I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to like talk shit on anybody's thing. But it just, for me, it didn't work.
Yeah.
For me, it was like, yeah, it was definitely like I missed the fucking. FL has like a step sequencer thing that I really like. That I don't use all the time. I'm kind of in a fucking easy drummer period right now. I just got easy drummer, and I'm trying to not like shoehorn it into everything.
Dude, Easy Drummer's sick, man. I love all the tune track stuff. All that stuff's amazing. Easy mix.
Yeah, no, it's
awesome.
It sounds great, which is why I'm like, okay.
I can't don't use it as like a crutch or whatever. I gotcha.
Yeah. Trying to not put it in every single fucking one.
Full Metal Jacket asks, okay, what about Smaj Phase? I guess it's a band.
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Alrighty. Well, chat, if you don't have any more questions, I think we'll probably just move to the outro then. Apparently it's a Harsh Noise EP.
Oh yeah, I have no idea who that is. I wish I knew more like noise. Okay, I think maybe okay. No, I know a couple of noise people I could name drop.
Go for it.
Go listen to fucking Niku Daruma, Nikudaruma, I think. Yeah, go listen to them. Go listen to fucking Rajik, Ragk. Rajik has like 40 billion fucking projects. Trinity is her name. Trinity has like 40 billion fucking projects, one of which we're doing like a split C2 that's supposed to come out soon of actually some shit that I made on the phone album for years that I've been sitting on. So that's coming out soon. Go listen to fucking Rajik. Oh, I had another one. Fuck.
Is Harsh Noise like is there like a huge community for it out there, or is it like
yeah,
just like
no,
three
there's
people
like,
listen to it?
No, there's definitely a lot more people that listen to it than like you would probably think. It's because it's all noise definitely has like the highest people who make it to people who listen to it ratio. Pretty much everybody that listens to noise also makes noise because it's just like super fucking low entry. Like you can make it just on a computer or like whatever. A lot of people do like pedal shit. There's no wrong way to fucking make noise. You're not gonna make noise and somebody's gonna be like, hey, you're doing that wrong.
Right, okay.
So I gotta answer the fucking B movie opinion. I've never watched the B movie. Although one time I did there was like a guy that screamed the entire B movie script that I put over. He screamed the whole B movie script and I put it over Pulse Demon by Merzbow, and it sounded like some sick ass power electronics. But it's unlisted. You'll have to fucking DM me for the link to that.
Dude, that's wild, man. I want to hear that.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's dumb as shit. Let's see. Niku Daruma, Rajik. Fuck, I'm blanking. There's plenty of people that make noise that I, for some reason, I should have wrote a fucking list down. Those are the ones I can think of off top, I guess.
Holly wants you to watch it and get back to us.
I will not do that. I have much better things to do than. Oh, I think they made a fucking B movie PlayStation 2 game. I'll tell you what, I'll play that instead, and then I'll let you know.
I'm sure they did. They make shitty games out of all those like Disney movies and stuff.
Oh yeah, it was sick. I had a really good time with Ratatouille for PS2 once.
Matt says that he's got the Blu-ray. You can just come over and you bring the popcorn.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly all the way to Germany to watch the fucking B movie Blu-ray.
So anyway,
all that noise rap money coming in, gonna fly to Germany.
So if you're like me, your brain is now mush, cum brain all nut, and you still don't get all that deep stuff, you should go back and listen to Come, the 7th album from VoidDweller, which dropped February 14th.
God.
So you're on Spotify, all streaming sites, Bandcamp, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Any other social plugs?
Not really, but definitely go to fucking Bandcamp, fuck Spotify. Go to Spotify and listen to the song that I made on there called On the Current Streaming Model that's about how much I fucking hate Spotify, and then go listen to it literally anywhere else. YouTube is where most of my, like, all of my shit is. Other than that, I can't think of anything, so.
Alrighty.
Twitter. I post most on Twitter.
Oh, really? You're most active on Twitter?
Yeah, that's where I shit post a lot. I made a deal with myself a long time ago. I would only post on Facebook about my music, so that's like my business thing. Because otherwise, they don't show that you're fucking posting. Twitter, you can just scream whatever, nobody cares.
Okay, that sounds about right. As for me, drop my channel, follow so you always know when I go live. You can also sub to get access to these exclusive emotes and access to the interviews before they hit YouTube and other streaming services. You find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. YouTube folks, if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, click the notification bell, and subscribe to me. It's a great way to support me for free. Check out my music, The Sound That Ends Creation, at thesoundthatenscreation.bandcamp.com. My next guest is Paladamores, awesome MySpace band from back in the day. Join us this Sunday, the 28th at 7 p.m. Central, right here at twitch.tv/thecassetenscreation for the live cast. Thanks for being here, Trevor. Hope you had a good time.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it was pretty good actually.
Oh,
I was kind of nervous about it, but I'm glad everything worked out.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. And thank you guys for watching and listening.